Whew. Man, I came from the abyss. Every time I do, you got a new car.
I know, it's great.
Awkward high five. Make sure you guys click like, comment, subscribe, and go to that place right down there.
The link in our description is Porsche St. Paul's website because they have generously given us the keys to a 2019 Porsche 718 Cayman S.
What's different about the new model of the Porsche Cayman?
Well, it's not that new anymore, but it has a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine.
So you're getting away from that flat 6.
It's still a flat 4, so you still got a flat engine, but this one's a 2.5 liter that makes 350 horsepower.
You got 3,000 pounds that you're pushing. I think we're going to leave it up to you guys to see if you think that it's fast enough, if it sounds good enough. We've been driving it for a little while. I like it. I'm having a hard time really deciding what my actual thoughts are about it.
We will come up with those thoughts while we are talking to you. Well, hello there. Do you want to win our Miata?
All you have to do is subscribe on YouTube and follow along on Instagram.
We will be giving it away next May, which is our 5-year anniversary. We need 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and make sure to follow on Instagram.
Good luck!
Okay, I like the speed that it has.
It's quick.
Yeah. That comes when you have 350 horsepower and you only have to move 3,000 pounds.
The one thing I can't get over right now is the sound of the flat 4. You definitely hear the turbos.
Yep, you hear it a little bit. It's not super obnoxious. It's not like you put on a cold air intake and put a bigger turbo on. That would be obnoxious.
Right. I'm going to turn your ventilated seats.
Oh, thank you. That's like my favorite feature of this car right now.
This car does have a lot of options.
Yes, it does.
We'll get to that, but let's talk about the engine. So you got a flat 4 turbocharged. You can definitely hear it every second out of the exhaust.
Yep.
That there's a turbo on there.
It's not obnoxious, but you can hear it.
When you give it some throttle, which I'll do right here.
Okay.
Listen, see if you can hear it.
I can hear the induction noise. I don't know if they will be able to.
So it sounds to me like a Mercedes AMG.
Okay.
A little bit. It's like a deeper growl to it, whereas like a flat 6, naturally aspirated, has like a high-pitched whine.
Like historically, Porsches have had high-pitch exhaust system sounds.
Where they lack in the sound, when you gain that horsepower, kind of some of your worries go away.
Yep, and with the new and updated interior, it is pretty nice.
It is. Would I take it over yours?
I mean, right now, yeah.
It has a lot of horsepower. The 350 horsepower is great for this platform.
And the nice thing about the turbo, there is a good, you get torque at all times.
And you do get a little bit better gas mileage cruising down the highway.
Yes.
Now, what I will say is if you want to play around a little bit, the PDK transmission, because we don't have Sport Plus,
yep,
it likes to go higher in the gears.
Yep.
So when you give it a little throttle, it takes a couple milliseconds to shift down and get you to that sweet spot.
I've noticed that. I've noticed you've put your foot down before and it just doesn't go like a manual, because guess what? In a manual, you just downshift.
Some of the theatrics are just gone with this car.
Yeah.
But as far as handling, so we're in the Cayman S.
Yes.
It's pretty planted.
What are we doing? Are we going sideways, forward, backwards?
We're using the brakes.
We are trying out everything in this car.
I think the steering feel is really good. When you go full lock, you can feel that it's electronically assisted. It just feels a little bit different than hydraulic.
Yep.
I don't dislike it.
Yep.
It's just a little bit different. The interior is nicely updated compared to yours.
Yeah.
The viewing, I do like the 718's haunches on the front.
Is that what they're called?
That's what I'm calling them.
Or are they going to be like, my humps, my lovely lady lumps? Check them out!
I like the sharp crease on the top.
Yeah.
I do think that that's a good plus. I would say that I like the rear haunches out of the side view mirrors on yours better than I
would
like
agree.
It on here.
Mine are a little bit more pronounced.
But like with everything Porsche, it still has the ethos of the original Cayman.
I agree. It does. It really, honestly, it has the ethos of the original Boxster.
It does.
It goes all the way back there to where it still feels somewhat like that.
Well, what do you say you take this thing for a spin, give them some additional thoughts, but I like it.
I agree.
It's not my favorite Porsche I've ever driven. I think that might be the first time I've said that. But it's definitely not my least favorite. Like, it's a great platform.
Yes, I do thoroughly enjoy this car. From the driver's seat, this car is perfect.
So that's the thing, like the more you drive it, the more you fall in love with it.
Yeah, so riding in this is the first time I have driven it. He always drives the car to the parking lot that we start filming in. Oh.
Okay, so here's the difference. You are driving in manual flappy paddle gearbox PDK mode.
Yep, I am.
Which makes it fun. The one issue with that is you lose all the gas mileage, but you gain all the miles per mile.
There we go. I thought you were gonna say like we need good gas.
Okay, so when you can open it up a little bit, it's so much better.
I love this car.
I was just on the outside and you gave it a couple revs, like you guys heard.
Yep.
It sounds really good from the outside. It sounds better on the outside than it does on the inside.
So, spoiler alert, we did just drive a 981 Boxster Spider.
Which it's hard to like get in this mind frame of like a normal Porsche.
Well, I'm gonna say I almost like it a little bit more because it's so easy. Everything is so easy. That's something I like about the PDK. I've never learned that I would like the PDK for that reason. Look, downshift. Downshift. And it also goes to any RPM you want. Like, if you're going 30 miles an hour and you start clicking the paddle down...
You gotta be careful because it could go down too far.
Or, no, it will go to first. And the thing about it is, it will go until it's on the red line, downshifting.
I do enjoy it. Riding in it and spending more and more time in it, I kind of understand it. I understand where Porsche went.
Oh, I like it more than my Cayman.
Okay, well there you go, folks, because I don't drive a Cayman every day. Tyler does. He's got the first gen Cayman.
Yep, a 987, 987.
Now we're into the 718.
Yep.
And you would say, make the upgrade?
I would make the upgrade. Yes.
And this is the S.
Yes. I don't know about a base. I know about the S. I would make the upgrade, and I would be fine with the PDK. Now, gas mileage. I'm sure I would get great gas mileage.
I think what you do...
I'm sure I would get great gas mileage.
For the most part, I think you drive it in regular driving PDK mode. And then when you want to have fun, you drive it in manual mode.
See, that's where you're wrong. It's always manual mode.
What do you feel? You've been able to exercise a little bit around the corners.
Yeah.
What do you feel compared to your...
This one feels a little bit more stiff. It is an S, mine's a base. But comparatively to even the last car we drove, this one has a little bit more body roll than like the highest tier Boxster Cayman combo.
Sure.
But it doesn't lose confidence. You still feel like you're gonna make every corner just fine.
So this interior, it's a little bit bigger than yours.
Yep.
But it feels very Cayman-esque. It's very much livable. You can get in and drive it minute one and feel very comfortable.
Believe it or not, it feels different than a 911 with the same interior.
It is interesting how Porsche is able to distinguish between the models, even on the interior.
Oh, I love this car. So recently, we did a poll on our YouTube subscriptions content page and asked what your favorite car of ours was, and you said it was the Cayman. And now I'm curious, do you guys want me to find a way to upgrade? Also, you're here.
I am here. I came from the abyss, like normal. All right, so here's my final thoughts. When I first started driving this car, I was a little underimpressed.
Engine's cold, you don't go fast, you know, you're just driving it.
You hear the turbo noise, which can be a cool noise out of the exhaust, but it didn't quite...
It doesn't feel Porsche.
Yeah, and then I sat in the passenger seat and I let you drive it, and I'm like, goodness gracious.
And I daily drive a Cayman every day, and this felt exactly like mine, except with the PDK. So I was very comfortable behind the wheel, so I was going a little bit quicker than him.
Here's the benefit of having a turbo. You have gobs of torque. You have torque in almost the entire, I mean, it's like the sweet spot's gigantic.
Here's the rev range. This is the sweet spot. It's the whole thing.
So I'm gonna say final thoughts. First impression.
Terrible. I didn't like it.
Not my favorite thing. After I drove for 10, 15 minutes, this thing
started to become really fun.
Definitely worth it over the original Cayman.
Now, I will say, we don't know what it's like at highway speeds. We didn't take it on the highway. I don't know if it being a 4-cylinder with a turbo, it's gonna lack that pickup at a high speed. I can't imagine it does. It's got 350 horsepower, and it seemed to get up and go. So, I still think it's amazing.
And we are manual people.
Yeah.
I'm getting to really understand and like the PDK.
I know I would never get any good gas mileage.
But once you start using PDK and the actual flappy paddle part of the PDK, you are losing a lot of your gas miles. But you gain
smiles!
Smiles for miles. Well, thank you again to Porsche St. Paul. Link in the description below. This is currently available there. I don't know that it's going to last very long.
I can't imagine it will last very long, because if someone gets in it and drives it a little bit quickly, they're going to fall in love. So make sure you get there, call them, drive there, do whatever you need to get there and buy this car first.
For all you first-gen Cayman owners,
this is better than you would think.
This is the upgrade. Even though you're giving way to that flat 6,
as well as the hydraulic steering, you're losing that too.
But the interior and the special bits that Porsche put on this to make it special, it's definitely worthy of awkward high five, a like, a comment, a subscribe. Go to Porsche St. Paul, and we'll see you guys soon.
You're gonna love it.